All right, and we're back for the top 8. We got Logan. He was just back here commentating, and he's not playing against Taylor Gunn. He's in fact playing against Rick Staley, which, from what I understand, he's on mono white control.
Yeah, it would seem that way when I played against him earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I got Jesse back here, Jesse Sinopoli, with me commentating. I believe they are going to start here soon. I'm kind of interested to see this mono white control.
Yeah, it's an interesting deck. He told me he built it to beat red. It does a very good job at that.
Who's the higher seed? That's not up there. Oh, is it? I didn't go over there. Look.
Yeah. So they're trying to figure out who the higher seed is right now, to see who actually goes first or gets the decision, which can be important. I don't actually know, like, which deck would want to be on the play or draw here.
I think Logan would benefit from running out first,
All right. I choose.
just to get some more early damage in. I know that Rick is playing main board Authority of the Consoles,
Okay.
which obviously Logan doesn't want to see on turn 1.
No, Logan's playing red-black control. Like, his
That's
deck
true. I
is nice
forgot he
and
was playing
slow. Yeah, he's
control
not
there.
playing
Yeah,
aggro
that's
at
true,
all.
yeah.
So Authority might not even do anything.
Here, yeah. Yeah, the mono white is very well positioned against aggro decks. All right, what we got here?
Unfortunately, the Houday, we didn't actually have enough time to, you know, set up a vote or whatever.
Well, maybe I'll get lucky.
I have a sideboard card.
What's neat?
That's pretty good. So it seems that Rick has he forgot to de-sideboard after his last round.
Oh no.
We are at casual still for this event, so
Yeah.
he's just gonna get away, you know, lucky for this, or, like, you know, off easy. So he's just gonna get it put back. They're gonna let him fix it, and he's probably gonna have to mulligan, but I don't actually know.
How this works, right?
Mulligans. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna unsideboard then mulligan. That's what Scott, Mr. Evil Judge there. Yep. Logan confirming it would indeed be a game loss in competitive. Because he presented the illegal deck, but he did call it on himself, so it's not like cheating,
Gotcha.
intentionally cheating.
That makes sense.
So, like, I didn't actually, like, we put Logan on earlier. Did you see much, like, do you know anything of his deck? Like, we saw Liliana, and that's about it.
Yeah, he told me he was playing the Eldest Reborn.
Okay.
I think it's kind of his win con, is he told me he just kind of keeps you at bay and then steals your best creature and beats you up with it. Or
Okay.
Planeswalker, you know, you steal your Teferi late in the game and
Got it.
go off on you with that.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah.
I just had 2 removal spells, so it's like a 5-card hand.
I've not seen it in action, but I talked to Taylor. They played
Uh-huh.
against it earlier, and he said it's pretty sturdy.
Pretty solid. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I guess I just missed
Yeah.
it.
So I remember we watched you earlier, and you were playing against Jamie. She was playing the Esper control,
Yeah, Esper
right?
control.
There was a couple of, like, turns where you attacked Teferi the one turn, and we were sitting there like, well, you probably shouldn't worry about Teferi. You're not going to win the game by attacking Teferi,
Yeah.
which you figured out, like, the next turn because you stopped attacking him.
Yeah, I kind of just was looking at it as like she's at 12. I'm not really going to be able to race her hitting her for 1, so I try to just keep Teferi from going off at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Just
can
to
see
stall
that
out
too.
a little more,
like,
but yeah, it really just was not a good feeling to begin with. Soulscar versus Teferi on the
Yeah.
board. It's kind of a bad lineup.
I mean, yeah,
in
you
general.
were pretty far behind. Like we were talking about that. We're like at this point, does Jesse just concede? And I was
Yeah.
like, well, no, like
Not yet.
there is a conceivable like
Sure.
draws that like Jesse could have where, like, you know, Jamie doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and I just draw gas after that.
Mhm.
No, it did not quite work out that
I'll
well.
say
in that
after
game.
she got the emblem and played the new Teferi, you conceded, and she was at 5. I think you should have waited a couple more turns.
See if I rip a couple lightning
Yeah,
strikes
you
or
just
something.
rip a couple,
Sure,
you know,
yeah.
like burn spells, and you just get her like another haste creature, and
Sure.
she attacks with the Gearhawk.
Sure. Looks like we're starting out strong with the Gideon here.
Yeah, Gideon seems to be like it's pretty hard for Logan to answer until he gets to the Eldest Reborn.
Yeah,
is that what
that's
you
rough.
said? He's probably gonna be cycling that Sweltering Suns, or I guess he's just going
Tormenting Voice.
Tormenting Voice.
Just discarded.
Draw.
Discards
okay.
a fatal push.
Draws Walking Ballista and Vraska's Contempt.
It's not
He still needs a
here.
land. No, he's got one swamp
does
there.
He have one? All right.
I think.
I see the Eldritch Reborn in his hand.
Yep.
Sweltering Suns.
He did draw a
Vraska's
land.
Contempt. Ballista.
No, actually, I think he's.
It's like it's just a tap land.
Yeah, I think he's just hoping for the best here. Plays it for 1. Walking Ballista is pretty good versus control decks, so.
Oh, definitely.
It's definitely going to be like one of Logan's, go-to win conditions there. He's just blocking. Shoot Rick for 1. Okay. Yeah. Rick got the nice mix-matched planes there. Destroying the OCD and everyone, I'm sure. Do you just play the Eldritch Reborn? I think I'm more okay with that here.
That's because Gideon's just gonna be a problem if it doesn't get answered immediately. Yeah, there we go.
And we'll see how good Rick is at answering his own Gideon.
Yeah, I don't think he has any real direct answer for the Eldritch Reborn itself.
Maybe we're just switching it up on the planes.
Yeah, that's the late game.
Yeah, you get the first 4
down. Yeah.
Yeah. Logan was telling me he was pretty nervous about this matchup, but I don't know. It seems like he's got better tools to win it than Rick does.
I think so. That's a good start there.
Not really. Like Mono White's going to deal with creatures no problem, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like he's going to win with a Planeswalker. Oh, okay, never mind. We're back to the other planes.
Oh, we're back. All right.
Sure.
So we're going to do some scrying here.
He's going to hope for the settle, yeah. Settle plus that.
So then we go off and steal your Gideon. There we go.
Yep. Emblem. Can't lose with Gideon.
See, the problem here, though, is that I know that Rick is running cast outs and bindings in his main deck.
Mm-hmm.
So that can be rough to emblem the Gideon and then just get it taken away.
Reproach.
But I guess there's not much else to really do with it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to want to plus it.
Yeah, there's nothing to plus it on.
Yeah, so there's nothing really too much for Rick to punish Logan.
Cycle in the Sweltering Suns.
We're going to activate Treasure Map. What's on top? It's not something he wants. Alright, he's going to scry again in upkeep. Doesn't want either of those. I think that one's a land.
Lands, I would assume.
That one's a
cast out.
cast out.
Yeah, there it is. Cast out the Gideon.
Yeah, so this is really good for Rick because now if the cast out gets answered, it goes back under his control, I believe.
That's correct, yeah.
I could be wrong, but I'm not sure how cast outs word it.
I'm mostly sure it would come back under the owner's control.
Owner or its controller. I'm going to cycle some more Sweltering Suns. Sure. It seems likely that Logan's going to get buried by this treasure map now.
Yeah, that treasure map is putting in some good work on that end.
He should pay 2 for the scry during his upkeep. Which scry?
Alright, flipping it over, getting some treasures.
Mm-hmm. On a blue storm. Come on.
Alright.
Alright. Well, we get some treasures. 1 shiny, 2 shiny. No, just 1 shiny.
That also eliminates that card that he kept on top. It's a decent play there. He needs to pick that card up.
Yeah. What's the face down card?
Yeah, face down card I believe was the scry he wanted to keep on top. Shuffle it in there. No one sees it.
Matthew, ask him what that card is.
This is a Gideon emblem for me.
No.
No, the face down card in his hand.
No, hold on. No, that he scried that on top.
This was a scry. We did all that during my scry. I left this on top.
Yeah, he would have shuffled.
He
before
can't do that.
saw a step.
He would have shuffled it.
Right, but I fielded around you.
Yeah. That's easy.
All right, there we go.
All right. We fixed it.
It'll still be on my pick.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Perfect. It's probably actually better, to be honest.
Go ahead.
Logan debating on, I don't even know. Is that a blood sun? I'm not even sure.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup. I'm not really sure.
Like, who's going to get the advantage?
Takes the matchup.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if Logan is running maybe some Chandras or something like that. I haven't seen his list yet.
So, like, he pops that and he puts back Noxious Gearhawk back in his hand, but, I mean, that's... You want to do that instant speed, I think. I think he's got a Blood Sun in his hand.
That's interesting, if so.
He just passed. I cannot figure out what that card is. He's going to play land and pass.
Vraska's Contempt, I believe, right? It's the only card I can see in there.
Yeah, okay, he puts Walking Ballista. He did do it at instant speed. Alright. Walking Ballista is a card that he's never going to attack with.
Yeah, this is going to come out thick. Thick.
It's 4. Or at least I hope Logan doesn't attack with it, because, I mean...
Yeah. That's probably going to get cast out.
Yeah, Rick drew the cast out this turn, so that's pretty good.
It's popping for
Oh,
4 in
4,
response here.
Alright, so who's got, like, more cards in library? Maybe that's what it's going to come down
Yeah,
to.
seriously.
Gonti? Okay, that's going to be pretty good.
All right. Interesting.
Say Gonti help thinning Rick's decks. Maybe the mill plan's legitimate. Playing Gideon for red, black. So is Gonti gonna eat one of these settles, or is he gonna play? I guess a fumigate. He's gonna fumigate the Gonti.
Wow.
All right. Maybe that's a braid. Maybe that's what it is. Is he gonna braid it so he doesn't gain a life? That seems pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just let him gain the life.
Yeah, gain the life for sure.
Jesse, you seem pretty nervous or shy. Not
Me?
talking much. Yeah.
No, I'm all good, man. Just watching this game. It's an interesting matchup here.
Seal away.
On the Gideon while he's attacking. Interesting.
Sure. Okay.
Taking the Gideons back.
Yeah, Karn would be pretty good.
Yeah, Karn would be nice here.
I'm pretty sure we're just playing the Eldritch Reborn. We get to buy back Gonti.
Yeah.
Thin Rick's deck a little bit more. Yeah. He did have Treasure Map, but Logan did have the Field of Ruin for it right on time. I was just gonna keep buying back Gonti. This seems pretty good. Red-black deck being a little bit more grindy than the mono-white.
Yeah. All right. So what are we stealing here?
Gonti's the most value, so that's what I'd go
Yeah, I
with.
think that's probably the best bet here. Yep.
3 and 4.
See what we get. It's like 3 planes and
a Gideon.
And a Gideon.
Gonti only getting Gideon.
Boom.
Gideon.
That's pretty funny.
I like how it shows a different treasure this time.
Yeah, that's good.
So he's got 4 unstable planes. Do you like the unstable planes?
I like the unstable planes. Yeah, I'm an unhinged man myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually really don't like the borderless ones, the unstable ones. I really don't like them.
Really, I mean, they're pretty, but they're not my favorites.
I don't know, I just don't think that they don't look like magic cards to me.
Yeah, you're right.
They're just
the unhinged ones are definitely my favorite.
Logan's got the bold move of going with the Dominaria draft box ones. So
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. It's classy.
mm-hmm.
Cycling. Got another Gearhulk to the face here. Now, is Rick empty-handed? Am I seeing that right? Or is this just one card in his hand over here?
I believe he's got just one card.
All right, here we go. Up to
Or
two.
maybe he's got two.
Looks like a treasure
Another
map.
treasure map. That's going to be really good for him in
Yeah, that
2
is.
turns.
What is that other card?
Mm-hmm. Cocoa Butter? I mean, that's still a pretty good bet. Like, I would probably scoop that up because most places are selling packs about $5 a piece, which means a box would be like 180 or something like that. So
How many packs are in a
36.
unstable?
So yeah, you
36?
get like
Okay.
it's pretty well balanced too. You get like 9 of each too.
Sure.
So like it's pretty good value. So
Yeah, the land's kind
Cocoa
of
Butter, I would hop on that if I were you. Like I mean, I think I have the unpopular opinion, honestly, of the
of not liking
of not liking
yeah,
them because I see them like everywhere. It's like everyone
Everybody
loves them. Like
I know, I see them all day in every format.
take the Ixalan's binding, so that way you get to Ixalan's binding one of his cast outs and figure out where the Gideon goes.
Yeah. This is gonna be a battle of stealing Gideon back and forth, basically.
Yeah.
So was he taking the binding here? What else is in his hand? Is that a braid?
We're gonna braid.
All right,
Okay,
that's
he did
solid.
have the answer, so he's gonna
Scribe
scry one.
response.
This land on the bottom.
Put that fancy land down there.
Yep.
So we're still holding on to what, a contempt, and is that a magma spray in the back of his hand?
Yeah, he's had magma spray. He
that
has
third card?
contempt. Gideon goes back to owner. I mean, owner or controller. Those are very important differences right now.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone does Cocoa Butter. I mean, like very rarely do you find the people who are interested in the like actual collecting of them.
Yeah.
And most of the time they're only collected in the collected by like foils or something like
Sure.
that. So.
You could probably flip them off like buy list to SCG or something.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're like, you can do it online
Yeah.
just to get a little something out of it. You could always get a foil steam flogger boss.
Mm-hmm. So Joe, what about Castaway? What if he gets rid of that one?
Is this another giant walking ballista, I would assume?
a 6 walking ballista.
I also have to assume that he's got to have a Torment of Hailfire in this deck somewhere, huh? For a deck that wants to run long and plays black.
Say, I made the joke, but I'm not sure, to be honest. I made that joke earlier.
It'd be good here.
Approach.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Approach.
So,
That's
yeah, Logan's got to turn up the clock a little bit.
Yeah. That's an interesting
4,
turn of
5,
events
6.
there.
Hopefully he's only got one approach in his deck and he just doesn't draw the second one right off the top. Or like, another one.
I'd have to find one eventually. You're gonna catch yours?
It goes back to Rick regardless? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what you took.
Unfortunate.
Anything else under there?
Is there any way, like, is there any way for him to rebuy? Yeah, he's got Liliana. So, like, he could let Rick draw a couple turns and then kill his own Gonti and then take the approach out from under
That's
Rick.
true. He could do that,
And
yeah.
buy it back with Liliana.
Yeah, that's a good play line.
You got it on top, I guess.
So 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, Logan's waiting for that second one on top.
Are you kidding me?
Wow. Wow.
All right.
Alrighty.
He had it.
That's how you beat the control mirror.
Yeah. Just
when they're not
draw,
playing
approach,
blue.
approach.
Yeah.
He's running 3. You played him earlier? Okay.
I didn't see any when I played them. I didn't even know they were in there, honestly.
Interesting.
I was surprised to see it.
Yeah.
Apparently he's running 3, yeah.
Okay. Catnabis, welcome Catnabis. Yeah, that was a pretty good series of draw. Rick
the
is
new
playing
Dragon
with the
Shields?
Dragon
Yeah.
Shield art sleeves. I believe it's the Black Dragon. I have no idea what the name is. Approach in Blue White Tron. Do it, somebody.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was the last
Mm-hmm. Bone Dragon? What are we looking at? Why are we looking at Bone Dragon? No?
No, not that one.
Not that one. No, no.
The sleeves.
Drop Narset, -2 cast approach. Yeah, it gives it rebound. The Narset Transcendent. Do you know that one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure it's in your cube.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. She's a blasting cube. I ran a pretty nasty, like blue-white, grind-you-out opposition soft lock deck that featured her a couple weeks ago. We did like an 8-man draft with the cube.
Okay, okay.
Was doing like Elspeth into opposition and silly things like that. Winter Orb, just all that, locked the board down.
Yep. Medieval Gaming, that's probably because Rick is indeed about twice the age of his opponent. I actually have no idea how old Rick is.
Yeah, I know Logan's younger than me, and Rick's definitely older than me. Could be close to twice the age.
So I mean, that's the great thing about Magic, right? You get to play with all kinds of different people. Remember when Narset was like $60? Yeah, that was a good pre-order. I like that pre-order price.
Really that much?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they read her and she's like, she starts at 6 and immediately goes to 7.
Right. Yeah, she's
like that's insane.
For 4 mana. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, but she kind of draws you a card. The -2 ability hardly ever does anything relevant.
Yeah.
And then obviously the -9 or whatever is going to win you the game, but you can't base a Planeswalker off its ult.
I think the best I got off of her rebound was a Treasure Cruise one time. I Treasure Cruised into her rebound.
Oh,
that
wow,
was pretty
okay.
Nice. Yeah, get 6 cards out of it.
If I had to guess, it was probably like dig through time for me, but...
Yeah, dig. Ooh, that was nasty to do twice.
Yeah. So 90 now. I'm mad I lost so much value.
The opposite of value.
Yeah. All right, so Logan, hopefully he's got some Lost Legacy, because you just get to name Approach and then name Gideon, and I actually see another way for Rick to win the game. So
yeah, I would be surprised to see him not board in a Legacy.
I mean, if he's got him, I mean that card's definitely seen a major downtick.
Yeah, it has ticked down pretty solid. But I mean, if you're playing red black control, it seems like something you'd run in the sideboard, at least a couple of, I would assume. But we'll find out.
Let's say I do have a question now that I'm thinking about it. So if Logan takes an approach with Gonti and then casts the approach, it can't go in his deck because it's not his card.
Correct. I believe it goes back to Rick.
So it goes into Rick's deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Interesting. Medieval Gaming, no, it's not. It's pretty unique.
Yeah,
Rick likes to play the decks that are less seen for the most part. He's a very good player. Snapple Army, thanks for the follow, but yeah, he just definitely plays. He likes playing spicy decks.
Yes.
He doesn't really like playing the mainstream decks.
Yeah. It's definitely an interesting deck. As someone mentioned earlier, I think Karn would actually be pretty cool in that deck. Just something to stall you out a little better.
Yeah, I actually agree with that because Karn plus Treasure Map is a great combo.
Yeah, now that I just said it out loud, he is running Karn because I remember he dropped one on me game 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are Karns in that deck.
Maybe they were just in the side. That's why we didn't see
maybe
him.
So. I kind of forgot that he even played that. All right, here we go.
Karn is in there. The Huday's agreeing with us. Flint-Sleeve Siphoner. Yep.
Hopefully
Logan.
Rick doesn't chain whirl that.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah, 2. Reproach. All right.
Reproach has the answer.
That's value.
I mean, it's pretty bold by Rick to keep in a creature removal, right?
I would say so. I guess he had it for maybe like the
Gontis. I guess he saw Gonti and Gearhulk, so
doesn't want to get run over by one creature. But I wouldn't be surprised if he boarded out more of the removal.
Gonti, target, irrelevant thing.
You never look at the bottom of your deck, man. Oh, you just shuffle it up. Yeah. Never look at the top card. None of that.
Oh, I very often am just the one that was like, okay, well, I'll look at the Yeah, like if I go to like a mulligan decision, I'm sitting there like
I never look at the top.
I say, yeah, if I do there, I sit there. It's like look at the mulligan decision. Well, like I'm a good enough player where I can recognize where the hand's a keep or not.
Sure.
But
yeah.
I just always like to know. It's like, well, what if I was an idiot and decided to do this?
No, I never do that. I feel like you get that like kind of false representation of what could have been on top. You know. I feel like you mull and you look at the top card 5 times in a row and you're like, oh, well, I'll be good this time, and it's not that time.
Oh, yeah.
You end up with a shitty hand.
I can understand that. I've gotten to the point where I really only do it when it's like really close decisions, where the hand's like, it's like a 50-50. It could be a keep or a mulligan.
Sure.
So.
It was a duress. What is this last card?
Seal away. Come seal
so
away.
Seal, fumigate, settle, and what is
Seal, fumigate, settle, and I think that's slaughtered the strong. But
I think you may be right.
Could be wrong.
I also saw that card.
Yeah, I'm sure you read it and went, okay.
Yeah. Yes, I did. Yeah.
It's probably the exact reaction. Yeah, he was talking to me about it a couple weeks ago, and he was real happy with that card because like guaranteed answered Hezeret.
Sure. Yeah.
Or Ronas for that matter. The gods you typically see. Logan
Scarab
has no
God
idea
too.
what to take though.
Works on Scarab God as well.
I'm pretty sure you take.
A tough choice. I guess maybe
seal
like the
away.
settle or the seal away. Yeah.
I think I would have left them with settle, to be honest.
I mean,
Okay.
I guess. Yeah. Well. The seal away is going to basically get rid of an attacker as well. Oh, did he double duress? Oh, he doomfalled him and got the seal away as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Doomfall does exile. So I don't
Yeah,
think there's any way for Rick to get it back, but
it is in fact exile.
Those
Those are the battle lands, correct?
Yeah, I was say
Zendikar?
which one? I'll say that's actually the one that was reprinted from the original Zendikar.
Oh, is it?
So it could be the original Zendikar. It could be the Battle for Zendikar, one of the Battle for Zendikar planes, or the original Zendikar planes, or the full art borderless ones, or the unstable planes.
I see. Yeah.
Would an uncolored card break a monocolored dex theme?
As
No.
in a colorless card? I wouldn't say so.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just cards you get to play because you really need them.
Yeah. Colorless cards are usually pretty good.
I mean, that feels pretty good if I'm Logan, right? Forcing a Fumigate on a
for your
Glint Sleeve Siphoner. You get to slam an Eldest
There we
Reborn. Gideon dies.
Nice. Didn't get an emblem out of it either.
Yeah. Rick's got Crook of Condemnation in his hand.
That's interesting.
He's going to play it. He's probably going to pop it if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Does Crook let you draw a card? I don't remember.
I don't think it
I don't
does.
think so.
No. But he wants to get that grave out the way so it doesn't get reborn.
If I was Rick, I probably would have waited until after the discard.
Yeah. I guess he plans on throwing a land away or something. What is in your hand?
Land away, that is indeed what that means. Those Slaughter the Strong finally went away. Gonti. There's one approach. There's two approach. There's three approach.
What we got?
Land, and something else.
You never want to snap pick it, Logan. You got to keep them in suspense.
So, if you're Logan, do you upgrade your own Gonti in your upkeep to get the trigger?
To get it back? That's definitely a line that you can take there.
I think I would have done it.
Going to be the option, unless he's going to do it on the stack. Yeah, I think he's going to get in first.
I think I absolutely would have done that.
I think that would have been a good play.
Is that a Rite of Belzenlock?
Is it?
Yeah.
Seeing all kind of spicy cards in this matchup.
He's going to play a Bloodfast, though.
All right.
Like technology, like braid it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think he has to braid, actually. Maybe that's not the card that's in his hand.
Yeah, I feel like he would.
Oh, that's a Chandra's. No, it can't be Chandra's defeat.
Nope.
Why would that be Chandra's defeat?
I'm kind of curious as to why that's in the deck right now, period.
I don't know what that is, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't.
We're gonna pay 4, 5. We're gonna flip open an Ixalan's Binding on Ixalan's Binding. Or it's
nice
just 4.
value.
1, 2. Open shot? Is that what that is?
Open fire? No,
Open
there's no
fire?
one that's playing open fires. No way.
MTG Arena has only standard cards. Actually, it only has cards from Amonkhet forward, and it's only best of 1 games right now because it's in beta, and they still don't exactly know what they want it to be. But they do have an idea of the interface that they want, and then they're working out the kinks. So that's what Arena is right now. Whereas Moto is
Magic.
the best thing that you can, the closest thing you get to an online client that works properly.
Yeah.
For Magic.
Get a scry. That's his treasure map.
Still during end step. We're gonna flip this open. We're gonna cast out the treasure map. Mm-hmm.
Basically, Logan just steals all your cards and beats you with them.
Okay, so they finally have updated to where it has Kaladesh and best of 3 competitive leagues.
Oh,
all right. Interesting. The last time I played it, it was just to Amonkhet. So.
Gotcha. I haven't gotten a chance to try it out yet.
I actually do enjoy it for what it is, to be honest.
Is it like a monthly subscription as well?
No, it's free.
It's free?
Yeah, it's like Hearthstone, a lot like Hearthstone, where you can buy like whatever packages to do drafts and different things, and then you open packs and get you can open packs and get cards, or you can get special things which you can redeem for specific cards.
Gotcha, like a little loot situation kind of.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm still kind of surprised that there's no mobile version of it. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on.
Yeah, mobile arena was probably very possible.
I think you're. Yeah, I mean, you can play Hearthstone on the phone.
Can Gideon's Intervention name approach and keep it from like being cast?
No, you can still play the card. I believe it just doesn't deal damage.
I don't know. If I'm Logan, I'm kind of tempted just to take an approach.
What did he take? Did you see?
He took Gideon's Intervention.
Yeah.
Your opponents can't cast spells with a chosen name.
You can't cast a spell.
All right, yeah, no, I'm absolutely taking Gideon's Intervention.
Yeah.
All right, and then Vraska's Contempt, Adios Crine.
Boom.
Exile 2 Planeswalkers for 1 spell.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
MTG Duels has the beta for Arena 2. Okay, I didn't know that. I guess Wizards is really trying to get Arena out there, to be honest.
They need to. There's a lot going on in this game.
A Braid. That's a good draw, finally. Duress the 1 card. It's a Plains.
Whiff.
Surprise. Attack for 2.
Boom.
We got the clock. I don't believe the top 8 is actually timed. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not. So let us know how long we're running.
Yep.
This could be a long one. Not painfully long, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Get all these control mirrors out of the way quick, right?
What's that?
I said, hopefully we get all these control mirrors out quick.
Yeah. This is why I play red. You know, win or lose, you get to get up and go get some snacks.
Use the bathroom.
Use the bathroom. Complain about losing to your friends.
Yeah.
All right, so what we got here?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Logan's got this game in like the bag.
I think he's got the advantage at this point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just like waiting to cast the Gideon's intervention till he can like make sure it doesn't get cast out or something like that.
You think he's gonna let the first approach go off before he casts it?
I really don't want him to because he's like just not gonna be able to win if that's the case.
A high mountain to climb there. Putting him at 18.
Especially with only like 2 damage a turn.
Why is Logan at 1 life? What's going on here? Oh, did he bloodfast himself?
He's used bloodfast so many times. That's why Logan has 100.
What did we get
So
out of
slaughter.
that? Another slaughter. 2. Logan living on the edge.
What are your thoughts on Exert? I actually really like the mechanic. I think it was pretty balanced, to be honest.
Which card?
The Exert mechanic.
Oh, Exert. Yeah. Exert was awesome.
Yeah, like, sure, like, you get cards like Glorybringer, which are obviously very powerful, but, like, you couldn't put that ability on a card otherwise.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if it just had that ability every turn.
It balances it out a lot better. Even if it, you know, shocked instead of slashed, it still, I think, would be kind of obnoxious if you could just do it every turn like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think Exert's great. It's a really interesting mechanic. It was fun and limited, too, you know.
Gideon's Reproach.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, I guess we'll play this Liliana and buy it back. Honestly, I'm kind of like the... Just play Liliana. He's got 0 cards in hand. Minus buyback Gonti. It's the same thing as oh, he's plussing. I don't think that's a good idea. Taylor Gunn and Dakota Howell have finished their match. Taylor and Dakota both won. So they're going on to the semifinals.
Nice.
What do you get?
Oh, I was saying nice for them winning.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Exert plus Vigilance is very nutty.
Dakota is on white-green, and Taylor is on red-black.
Okay. Yeah. Revolt? No, Revolt's very good, too. I'll say Revolt's kind of hard to trigger sometimes, but
and
I mean, you got to jump through hoops,
Yeah. All right.
Make a zombie.
He's just going to try and overrun him at this point.
Yeah, like he's got to go wide.
Yeah,
he's got to...
And just kind of try not to get settled.
Okay. Takes 1 damage. Rip Logan. Thinned his deck. Oh, right, yeah. Logan's on the mill himself plan. That's how he's going to lose. I mean, he's drawn 100 cards with Argyl's Bloodfast, too, so...
I mean, he's got some pending life gain for it. So he's not actually at 1. 4. Here we go. We got you down to 4. Can you squeeze out of this?
He's going to play a Walking Ballista for like 104.
Yeah. Where's it at? There it is. There it is.
We
The
go
old
to the next
machine
game.
gun. The walking chopper. Mowed him down. Going to game 3.
Landon Wide always ends up with a mild brain exhaustion by the end of a BO3.
Oh, a best of 3.
Huh?
A best of 3, yeah.
Best of 3, okay, yeah. That makes sense. What's Tesla? Do you play TESL?
Elder Scrolls something? I don't know. What is TESL?
Nope. Nice. We're going to game 3. Logan's sitting there thinking to himself. Logan said to me earlier that he just didn't think he could beat that deck.
The white deck?
Yeah.
He was telling me about it too. But I kind of said the same thing, was just like the deck is built to beat
Elder Scrolls
aggro
Legends.
decks.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean Rick's deck. So
Yeah.
that kind of puts Logan just automatically at a decent position because the deck is geared to build a different style of deck, you know, to beat a different style, I mean. Because Rick told me when we played, he was like, I'm just trying to dodge control all day. Like, he's like, I'm going to win all my red matchups and try not to lose my control matchups. Like I said, that thing is vicious to play against when you're playing red.
Yeah.
I got handled very thoroughly. I did almost fight with fire him twice to kill him.
That'd be impressive.
Yeah, but I
just like actually pay the 10, 20 mana to 20 him.
I got the first one off. I got him down to 10, and then he played Gideon and put the 0 emblem. And I had a strike and another one in my hand.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, I have to strike it or he'll tick it up and it'll be out of range. And I can't kill him, so I strike it. Then he plays Gideon intervention and names fight with fire.
Okay.
I'm staring at this other fight with fire, 9 lands, just while he's at 10. It was pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that deck is super well positioned to beat up on an aggro deck. We got a nice little guest appearance from Topol back there.
Yep. I'm guessing Topol lost his match. I don't know who he was playing. Topol was against...
He lost, yeah.
He lost to Taylor Gunn.
Ah.
Yep. Taylor Gunn's weakened in the top 8.
Good luck, sir.
Honestly, like when I get into a top 8, like I hate being the #1 seed or like even close to the #1 seed.
Yeah,
it's just like always a curse.
I know it is. It is. I played a PPTQ one time where I was the only undefeated player in 6 rounds, and I played against the mirror match at the 8th seed.
Yeah.
And he just like it was like Courier or Shaker Kenra fucking Crasher and Hazred just both games just laid into me.
It's like oh okay yeah I guess I lost.
Yeah, like. Had to maul down to 5 the second game, the same numbers, just 1, 2, 3, 4 Hazard. Like, oh man, yeah, I never like going in on a high seed. I'd rather get in 8th place than 1st place.
Turn 7 and 8 is where you're
Is this a mull here from Rick?
Yeah, Rick's going down to 6. Probably didn't want the 7-lander.
Was it 7 lands?
I'm actually not sure. I didn't see it. I'm just guessing. It's either like no spells or all spells, right? That's what you mulligan.
There's another one I don't have patience for. Is draw 1 card at a time.
Wednesday night Chain Whirler.
You see my whole thing.
Well, I am Falcor. How wrong you are. There is indeed
no
zero chain whirlers here. Or right now.
I think
we do have at least one deck with chain whirlers in it.
Yeah, in the whole top 8. I know one has one.
What's that? You don't run Chain Whirler in your deck? Well, you can still pay your $5 and then go home.
You are incorrect, Falcor. There is one Chain Whirler deck left standing in the top 8 here.
Yep,
after
one Chain Whirler deck. Want to know why? It's because Rick's deck, like Mono White Control,
beats up on him.
Yeah, that just absolutely hates upon him.
The metagame is pretty hostile to Red today.
Yeah, there was a lot of control today.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just about every round we ended up with control in there. You're probably right. I am...
Yeah.
Very wrong about most things.
Yeah, he just works here.
Some days, yeah. Other days I play Legacy just to Blood Moon people on turn 1.
Oh, that's
like who even wants to play the game?
Yeah, yeah.
I've done their research.
This dude's got his research, man.
All right. Well, I've watched the YouTube videos. That seems fair. That seems fair. Read the Reddit post. Okay. He's just trolling, yeah.
Alright, so we looking at a pretty unexciting board so far.
I mean, yeah, Logan's gonna have to answer the treasure map, or he's gonna, like, Rick's gonna get to see 6 cards with it. I mean, that's a lot of cards.
Yeah.
So we're in a Gonti. That's fine. What are we gonna get? Gonti Resolve.
Straight to the stealing your stuff plan.
We're gonna scry.
Alright.
We'll
let you look at that land.
It's a land. I think I'd rather like see what I'm drawing than. Okay.
Like let the Gonti go off and then scry. Yeah, I guess he's trying to like keep him from stealing his approach or something like that. But even then, yeah, I think you're right. That's a better line. Yeah, that is correct about the metagame. There's one store where it'll just be absolutely different from another store.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't even need to be that far away. So if you're talking about a store that's in a different state or something, it could be a whole new world from what you're used to playing against.
Yeah, I remember one time, it was one Modern season, a couple seasons ago, where like this entire store was just Jund. Yeah, like you could just build a deck to beat Jund, and you'd go EXO. Yeah, because you'd play against it every single round.
That's man. Yeah, metagame it's a weird thing, man. It's
Jund wasn't even the best deck, and
just everyone was playing.
Just everyone wanted to play Jund.
Yeah, I've played over at the one in NKY, and they everyone was playing like Tron and Storm. I think were like the only two decks that everyone was playing over there.
Like, okay.
I was like, all right, man.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just it's hard. The metagame's so weird, man. You can read into this data and look at all this stuff, and then show up at an event and just be blindsided by what you play against.
Oh yeah, I've definitely tried to do that before. Like I built this deck, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna be prepared for all these creature decks.
Right. And then
I went in there and I played control all day, and I lost because my deck was like, all right, I'm drawing kill spells. I need to draw
and that's the other thing
spells.
too. It's like, you know, maybe 80% of the room is playing creature decks, and you got matched against all the control decks. You know, that's just how it works out sometimes. It's metagaming is hard.
No chain wheeler is wild though. Haven't seen madness like that since SOI.
It's a madness joke.
I like it.
That was good.
Yeah. 8-rack, so when a new player shows up to the store, they're like, "Oh God, that's pretty good. That'd be funny." I wouldn't know what to expect going into like a tournament.
Just
like
where they're all
every
playing
single was like, "Why do you do this to yourselves?"
Oh, that's terrible. Just the 8-rack mirrors all night long.
All right, Logan finally found a 5th land though.
Let's see. Is that 2 Eldest Reborns in his hand?
He's got 2.
Okay. Not really any target though.
No, not even a little bit.
So should we just beat face with the 2-1 here?
Please enjoy some fun games of interactive Magic at our store. As I cast turn 2 Smallpox. And everyone else casts a turn 2 Smallpox. First one to draw 3 lands wins, I guess.
They just all start sideboarding ley lines.
Yeah. You end up with the degenerate one where everyone's got like the white ley line
just
for the
4
mirror
ley
match.
lines main deck just for the mirror match because they all play it.
Uh-huh.
God, that sounds so horrible. It's just all around.
Smallpox is indeed a real card.
It is a real card.
It is black. Each player discards a card, sacrifices a land, sacrifices a creature, and loses 1 life. Possibly not in that order because I have no idea which order it actually goes in.
There you go.
Loses 1 life, discards, okay, lands last, whatever. With an ensnaring bridge of my own.
Flip the treasure map.
I am Falcor. That's kind of funny. I was playing Legacy, and I'm playing Mono Red Prison, so, you know, I had this green-black deck duress me, and I had an Ensnaring Bridge in my hand. I'm like, all right, well, he's playing some kind of green-black deck, so he's probably going to take my Ensnaring Bridge. He leaves it in there, and I'm like, okay, well, next turn I'll play the Ensnaring Bridge. And then he goes to his turn. He plays an Ensnaring Bridge. I'm like, all right, I have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
2 turns later, he played a Grave Titan.
Oh, wow.
Which is really good with Ensnaring Bridge.
Yeah.
Then the turn after that, he played a Pernicious Deed and blew up all the Ensnaring Bridges, and started attacking me with a Grave Titan. I was like, oh,
all right,
I'm dead.
Yeah. Grave Titan's a house.
All right, well, there's that Gideon's intervention. Logan has 0 ways to answer it. What did Gideon's intervention name?
Yeah, what are we naming here?
Named Gonti. Get him.
He's scared of the Gonti.
Target? Does Gonti target? Or does he still get to... No, he just can't cast Gonti.
He
can keep reanimating it. Is there a Gonti in his graveyard?
I don't believe so. Did we? Oh, no, we saw one. Where was he at? Didn't we see one this game?
We did see one. Where did it go?
It must be in the graveyard, I would assume.
There's no other...
There's no exile.
Exile. So he's going to get to draw 1 card. That's fine.
Yeah, it's in his graveyard.
Yeah. And then I believe Logan's going to dress and pass. It's engraved. Okay. Do draft tourneys use the latest card packs released? They sure do.
Usually, yes.
How much would an entry fee for a beta draft range? Because aren't the packs like around 1K a piece or something? Landed wide, the packs at this point are probably selling somewhere close to 3,000 a piece, to be honest with you. So it'd probably be like a $10,000 draft.
Yeah.
At least.
And then you pull Animate Wall as your rare.
Well,
did
you see the one at GP Vegas?
I saw someone pulled a Mox, huh?
There was a Mox Emerald, an Underground Sea, a Time Walk, and those were like the 3 big ones. Underground Sea is obviously the most expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Are they more than Moxes? And
it's 6,000
For an underground C?
Yeah,
A beta?
a beta underground C. Because that's played as a 4 of index, whereas Moxen you can only play 1.
Right.
So you only need 1, whereas there's less underground Cs.
Yeah, that's wild. So it looks like we got a ballista over here that just, shot him up? I'm confused as to where this ballista went. Yeah.
Ballista...
Why did ballista...
Why is ballista in graveyard? Oh, Ixalan's binding.
Ah.
Cathartic Reunion discarding Eldest Reborn and Gonti.
Interesting. So we
That's
got
pretty good.
Lily, Vraska's Contempt, and is that Memory to
Memorial to
yeah,
Folly.
whatever the black land is. Yeah. Esper Burn deck, Cocoa
Esper
Butter.
Burn.
I'm into that.
So
I need that list.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see this because
Does it run?
Other than Psionic Blast, I can't tell you what cards in. Well, I guess there's black cards that burn, but
yeah,
I can't think of any white cards.
White direct damage cards. There's got to be.
I'm sure there is.
Work for you guys if you can let us know some white direct damage cards. Well, there's
Rick's
a white
pretty
card
in
that's,
control of this game, it seems.
Yeah.
Like Logan's had the other one, and Rick kind of lucked into the double approaches there.
Yeah.
Reserve list, and as someone who doesn't own any duels, I think I have an unbiased opinion on that. As somebody who has owned many duels and many of the other cards that are on that list, they also need to get rid of the reserve list because there is absolutely no reason anybody should have to pay $4,000 for 4 cards.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's token burn. Basically, I give you a bunch of tokens and punish you for it. Okay, so you give your opponent tokens, and then you use cards that say like 2 larger barriers, entry to play, super fun format like Legacy. I disagree. I do not think Legacy is a super fun format.
So we got the Eldest Reborn popping down there to get rid of one of the Gideons, I guess.
He got rid of one Gideon. He played a new Gideon and plussed on probably Eldest Reborn. Discard Sealed away.
Cankles, some stores let you do that. I've seen a lot of stores that play Legacy let you run proxies, but some do not, and definitely not at a competitive event, obviously.
Yeah, you can never do it in a competitive event. New Eldest Reborn. That's pretty good. He paid a lot of mana for that. He fixed it. And for those of you watching, this clock doesn't actually matter. They are not timed right now.
This is the first round of the top 8.
So yeah, we are in the top 8. So once that hits 0, they are not in turns. We're gonna bring back Glint Sleeve Cipher.
We're gonna grind it
I really want to know if like he could just bring Gonti back and just start stealing cards out of Rick's deck.
I mean, he's not casting it, so he should be able
I
to
don't know
that.
if Gonti targets opponent though.
Either way, it should be fine because I believe it just says you can't cast it and you can't be dealt damage by it. You and your permanent. So Gonti should still be able to come back into play and, you know, rip into his library.
Oh, that one. Okay. Sorry.
Show me your Cankles. There is actually 0 downside to Tropical Island.
There are no downsides. I guess unless you don't want to get wastelanded.
I mean, yeah, I'm fine with taking Gideon. Like, it's a legitimate play.
Yeah, the money is the downside. This is true.
The money is the downside. I mean, you can sell him for, like, 60% of what you pay for him, so.
All right, so we got a Gideon. This is an interesting game.
Logan's definitely turned this around.
I don't know. Logan's looking good right here, man. I mean, he's got the Lily and the Gideon with an emblem. He can still
Rick's
get
only
his own
got
Gonti
one
back
card
out.
in hand, and he's got 6 lands.
7. Oh, 6. You're right. I thought there were 6 of those.
Can
I like
can
the
you
rolling hills going on here.
Cocoa Butter? What list are you gonna type? I looked away.
The burn deck.
The burn
The
deck.
Esper burn.
Don't type it out.
Yeah, I want to see.
Do you have it? Do you have it linked to a goldfish or like a tapped out? Because if that's the case, we can just pull it up and look at it like that. Yes, for burn deck.
The burn deck.
Say if you don't have it, it's only on X Mage. Okay, well, can't do nothing with that. Medieval Gaming. Dual lands cost so much because they were printed
25 years ago.
25 years ago.
And there's not that
and
many.
Then yeah, they like. I'm gonna tell you numbers. It's like you have like maybe 10,000 or like 40,000 copies of Underground Sea.
Yeah.
And you have 4 million people who want to play Legacy.
And want 4 of those.
Yeah, and then they need 4 of those, so it's pretty hard to get those.
Yeah, it's a matter of supply and demand.
Yeah. If you ever wanted to learn economics, look at the reason of reserve list.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we'll see those getting reprinted unless they get rid of the reserve list.
They can't. They're on the reserve list. And I think like I'm okay with the reserve list for the power. I'm just more upset for the reserve list for cards like Gaia's Cradle or Underground Sea, stuff like that. Like the power can stay on there. Like people don't need to be playing with these cards. Like playing with those cards is not Magic, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, not only that, but anyone who bought a Black Lotus as an investment, that's pretty terrible to just be like, yeah, we can reprint, to tank the price of it.
I mean, look at revised like Shivan Dragon or something right now. If you don't know, those have spiked to like $10 a piece.
Yeah.
And those are pretty garbage cards, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's like literally unplayable in any competitive format.
Yeah. And like nobody's ever like those cards aren't going to go down even if you reprint them. They might go down a little bit. Like I would even argue that they end up going up because they make Vintage more accessible. Yeah. So more people need them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and people want to play. It's just no one can get in. It's so expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of with the mindset that this is not a game to be collected so much as played in the first place.
Oh, I agree. Like I have a deck. It's worth quite a bit of money. Like you've probably seen my modern deck. If you haven't, like I have Guru basic lands. Like the deck's completely foiled or promoed out. So it's worth a fair amount. But like I'd rather play with those cards than have them sit in a binder somewhere. Like
I agree.
Like they were printed to be played with.
Yeah, for sure.
They were not printed to like sit in a safe somewhere.
And hoard up. Yeah, I agree.
I've literally watched people cut cards out of grading, like the BGS graded cases. I've literally watched Scott and Avery like rip open one of those to get Demonic Tutor out. It was like a graded 9 beta one.
Wow. All right, so we're alting the what do you call it? Eldritch Reborn. Are we getting Gonti back here? He has no other.
The Eldritch Reborn's going off. He's getting another Gideon.
So the emblem is back in effect.
Emblem is relevant.
It is relevant here. In fact, I don't think you even want to try and swing with that Gideon. I think you're just going to chill it out so it doesn't risk a chance of getting sealed. Or
Rick has any cards in hand.
Yeah, I mean if he's empty-handed for sure, but. And then this is
a new Bloodfast. Say sure you can't lose the game, but you can only pay 2 life. I'm kind of interested to see like Logan, go for it.
Zero. Yeah, just go for it. Put yourself at 0. That's kind of risky with all the bindings and casts.
I mean, he's got a Bloodfast to gain life back up.
That's true. He can flip his life back around. Man, I kind of feel like Logan has a good board presence going on here.
Yeah, I think he's
firing on his cylinders right now.
I think he's got this pretty easily in the bag. Like Rick would have to draw something like
approach.
I mean, yeah, you'd have to draw approach into approach.
But we're looking at 3 beaters.
Field of Ruin. Okay. Field of Ruin for the Bloodfast would be pretty bad.
Yeah.
If he didn't have another one that's about to flip.
We're not going to gain life here.
I've seen games last much longer than this Medieval Gaming, sadly.
Yeah, for sure.
Landon Wade, I would just buy one of the challenger decks. The red one has the most value.
Yeah.
The green-black one is a solid deck, but it's pretty bad in the current meta. Because Chain Whirler is a pretty good nombo, or it's a good combo for whoever's casting the Chain Whirler, but it's bad for the snake player because it doubles the counters on the snakes.
Yep.
Or if you have the Soulscar Mage,
you just pyroclasm their whole board pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Other than that, like the blue-white control deck is fine.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, it needs to be tweaked.
It definitely needs some tweaks.
You can't play blue-white and not run
4
copies or 3 copies to Fairy.
We're gonna untap. So he's gonna attack for 6 down to 8.
Medieval Gaming, you should be able to buy those at your local game store. I think is it Hazaret Red or whatever it's called?
The Hazaret
something,
Red, yeah.
Oh, like if there's headlamp.
I think that's a pretty good out-the-box starter deck to be playing this format.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually like the vehicles deck a lot too.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I was
that's true.
suggesting
I forgot
that
the
to someone
vehicle
too.
ones yeah.
I was like, they were like, I really like playing blue green, and I saw this saffron olive deck. 1,
All right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Logan
7.
pulled it out, man, with
Yep.
the team here. Wow.
All right. Yeah, we're
That
gonna
was
take
good
a little
match.
break to like stretch our legs,
Yeah.
and I'm sure Jesse will be sitting around next round since Logan's
Oh, well,
his ride.
Logan is
so.
my ride today. Yeah.
When I had picked up my Court of Calling, it was right before they announced the reprint for M15.
Oh, that sucks.
So I picked up